One scene. Spring 1903. The Muir house in California. John Muir, his wife Louie, and their daughters Helen and Wanda are sitting on the front porch. A special delivery letter has just been delivered to John Muir.
In 1903, the United States was growing as an industrial nation. The country's natural resources were being abused by some land timber companies and ranchers. A handful of naturalists saw how important it was to protect nature and to keep it safe for the future generation. John Muir was one of those naturalists. On a camping trip in Yosemite Valley, he convinced President Theodore Roosevelt that land should be set aside in national parks. John Muir almost didn't go on the camping trip with Roosevelt.
Here's a letter from John.
I don't see how I can do it.
Do what, Daddy?
I've been planning this trip to Japan and China and Russia for so long. I don't see how I can drop that to go to Yosemite.
Who wants to go to Yosemite?
I'm sorry, Wanda, did you say something?
Who wants to go to Yosemite, Dad?
The President, Teddy Roosevelt himself, listen to this. I want to drop politics for 4 days and be in the open with you.
That's great.
Can we all go?
I don't see how the dates the President wants to go camping would mean delaying my trip.
John, you have to go with the President. It's an honor.
And besides, once you got him in Yosemite, he'll listen to you. He'll see for himself how much he needs to be protected.
I had my heart set on seeing those trees in Asia.
And they'll be there next year. You need to concentrate on the trees in Yosemite. If Roosevelt listens to the wrong people, you may have to go to Asia to see any trees at all.
Daddy, if I can't go to Yosemite, can I go to Japan in your place?
Act 2 scene. A hotel in Yosemite Valley. 4 Parks commissioners are waiting for Roosevelt to arrive. The Parks Commission was a group of state officials who were supposed to look after Yosemite Valley. Some of the commissioners were more interested in making Yosemite a money-making attraction. Under the care, more roads and buildings appeared in the valley. John Muir's belief that Yosemite should be under the control of the federal government didn't sit well with those commissioners.
We have a real good chance to get Roosevelt to see things our way on this trip. Listen after all the parties and the food and the good night's rest on the softest bed in this hotel. He'll pay attention to us, I guarantee it.
Wait till he sees the valley all lit up by the floodlights. I mean it. Is there a prettier sight?
Pretty soon, Teddy will forget all about taking Yosemite out of my hands. But what about Muir? Don't worry about him. I've made sure his room is nowhere near Roosevelt's.
Shh, here comes the president now.
Teddy Roosevelt came to Yosemite prepared to camp out. Muir was with him as well as Archie and Leonardo, who was a ranger, a mountaineer, and a guide, and Charles Langdon, who was a ranger, a cook, and a guide. Roosevelt hadn't come to Yosemite for parties and light shows.
Welcome
To Yosemite, Mr. President.
Oh, and you too, Muir. Thank you, gentlemen. It's a holy place. Welcome, welcome. Your language is at the hotel, sir. And we have a big party planned for you later. Not for me. We're off to Glacier Point.
Enjoy your party, commissioners.
What do we do now? Don't worry, I've been up to Glacier Point. When the president comes back, he'll be so happy to see civilization that he'll listen to anything we say.
Act 3, Scene 1. Nighttime, the 2 rangers, Muir and Teddy Roosevelt sit around the campfire.
It looks as if the commissioners was wrong. Watching Teddy Roosevelt warming his hands by the fire and breathe deeply, it's hard to imagine that he'll be glad to leave Glacier Point. He seems as at home in the outdoors and as muir and the two rangers do.
Charlie, you make the best coffee I ever tasted.
You're not sorry you didn't stay at the hotel.
And miss one of Charlie's steak dinners? No, sir. Mary, this is the most amazing place I ever seen.
I feel the same way. Have Doug and El Capitan still take my breath away every time I see them.
And you think that a river of living ice, a glacier, crave it all? Well, however it happened, I feel very small.
We could end up destroying it. Look around, Mr. President. This may be the last time you see Yosemite like this. We need the federal government to step in and create a system of parks that everyone can enjoy.
Now, Mayor, we need roads. Peter and Charlie and Archie have got to live somewhere, don't they? So there have to be some building place.
Right now, Mr. President, greedy people want to log the trees. They want to build huge hotels inside the valley. They want to let sheep graze the meadows. Sheep eat the grasses and flowers so close to the ground that they'll destroy the meadows.
Therefore, Pinchot says that sheep grazing doesn't hurt the meadows. Like you, he respects conversation.
He's wrong. He knows the truth. But he's trying to please the ranchers. He's no friend of the parks.
I see your point, Mayor, but I can also see the other side of the coin.
I'm sorry for losing my temper, but we have no right to think that nature is here to be used. Part of the nature. We're part of nature, only a part.
I agree with you, Mayor. Now let's put some more wood on that fire.
Instead of getting more wood for the fire, Muir goes off quietly and lights a huge dead tree in the meadow. When he returns to the president, the blaze is awesome.
Hooray, that candle, it took 500 years to make. Hooray, hooray for Yosemite.
Scene 2, dawn, the third day of the camping trip. Snow has fallen overnight.
Wake up, Mayor. There must be 4 inches of snow on you.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
Like a baby, I didn't think the valley could get any more beautiful. But I was wrong. Look at it. It's all dressed in snow.
It smells like Charlie's cooking up some ham and eggs.
Let's eat quickly and head out. I'm anxious to see how the valley looks in the snow.
The 4 men broke camp just before the dawn and rode off to Glacier Point.
Scene 3, dawn at Glacier Point.
What a magnificent sunrise. Look at the valleys covered in snow. It looks like it's shining from the inside out. It's simply amazing.
Look over there, sir. That's overhanging rock. It's got a straight drop of 3,500 feet to the valley.
Can we get to it? Can we get to the top of it?
Throughout the rest of the day on the trail, Muir did most of the talking, filling the president's head with ideas of expanding Yosemite, creating a system of national parks in the United States and preserving nature. When the camping trip came to an end, Roosevelt felt rested and happy. He was ready to go back to politics.
Act 4, scene Centennial Bridge in the valley floor. A crowd of reporters and politicians are watching Roosevelt, Muir, and the 2 rangers approach.
Well, Mr. President, this Stoneman House, that's sure sign that we're close to civilization.
When you compare that thing to the magnificent natural formation all around. It looks like it doesn't belong.
It doesn't belong. If you don't do something about it, a lot more hotels will be popping up in the valley.
Don't worry, Mayor. I heard you. I had no choice. You're the only one who can out-talk me. Everything's ready. We're planning fireworks tonight. It will be a great party, colors, searchlights bouncing all over the place. It is spectacular.
I don't think the president will go for that.
I don't think so either. I guess the president pretty much likes what we like.
Shh, here he comes.
Welcome, Mr. President. You must be so tired. I've been up to Glacier Point and I know. Tired? Not me. Why, just last night we were in a snowstorm and it was just what I wanted.
I've been covering Teddy for years. I don't think I've ever seen him so happy.
I've been covering Teddy for years. I don't think I ever seen him so happy. No, wait. I know you're hungry, my president. We have a buffet waiting for you. Not hungry. No, this is my last night here. What about it, Mia? Think you can stay one more night out in the wild? Where Archie? Hold on, Johnny. Don't that here.
But we have fireworks planned and a light show and
Muir, Roosevelt, and the two Rangers camped by themselves that last night. The next day, the president returned to Washington, but he and Muir remained lifelong friends. From the day on, not another giant tree was cut down in Yosemite Valley, and sheep were banned from the valley's meadows. In the time, with the help of the Governor George Perry, Yosemite Valley became part of Yosemite National Park, which was enlarged and protected forever by the federal government. In later years, President Roosevelt created other national parks, and that's how John Muir became the father of our national parks.